Hello guys, today we are going to make a message app or a chat app, and we are going to use Firebase to store our data, and also we will be able to store images in the app, and also we will be able to log in multiple users to build a chat app. So this whole project is going to be built on Firebase and Java in Android Studio. So let me just show you a little bit of a demo of how it's going to be. So yeah, let me just cancel it. I think something was going on in the background. So basically the app is going to look like this, and if I can just sign out from here. So I'll teach you how to log in by using your Google account or your email, and then you can send messages and display it on your screen. So yeah, this will be your first uh, screen that you would be seeing if you are not logged in. So let's see, and I have already registered an account. So yeah, we can just try a demonstration and then we will get right into the code. Firebase is really easy, but before I had known about Firebase, I thought that it's very hard, and but like it's it makes your job like 50% easier. For example, if you have to store a data on your device, then you have to use SQLite or some other kind of database, but Firebase has everything for you. It can store images for you, it can store the messages for you, it can store so many other things for you, and it just automates the whole process that you don't have to write a code for many things, even for this login screen that I have, like that we are looking at right now. Firebase creates it automatically. So let's just try to like take a look at the app, and yeah, please bear with me, maybe the emulator is really slow. So this is the app that I was working on, and now you are signed in. For example, if you will type a text, hello, see this, and you will see it here. So yeah, let's just get right into this is what we are trying to build, and let's just get right into this. Okay, so yeah, we will close this because this is my old project, and we'll try to build a new app. Let's just exit this. Okay, I'm going to delete it. Okay, let's just delete another one that I had, so we don't get confused. But I would suggest you should use your own phone for testing and running the apps, because it's really cool to see an app on your phone that you have just built. Just for the screen recording purposes, I have to use my emulator. So let's just create a new project in Android Studio. We can name it talk text, and we will go ahead, and meanwhile it's building, we will go to, you can write Firebase. Since I have been using it, so I will write just console Firebase, because I have already registered my account on it. It's very simple, and I'm not going to get into the simple details. So after you have successfully signed up for Firebase, you will see a screen like this. I have some projects, and you can just add a project and you can name it here the text app. And yeah, because I have been creating so many projects, so this is a free version of Firebase, so it allows you to have, like, it has a number, a limit on how many projects you can make. So yeah, let's just create this one, continue the account. Firebase is basically owned by Google, and yeah, and almost all the apps are using this because it is giving you a cloud service, it is giving you a storage service, it is giving you a database service, it is giving you analytics. So yeah, it is giving you so many things. And this is also going to be built, so yeah. And I think here we are ready with this, so we'll just go back here. After it's ready, you will see something like this. And now that we are building an app on Android, so we will click here. But this is for games, this is for the web if you're creating a web application, and this is for iOS, but we are creating with Android. So this is the package name. You would just hover and copy this. We'll go here and paste, and this is optional, and this is the signing certificate that you can write. Come here and Gradle, tasks, Android, signing report, and here you can see that you are getting the number for the signing report. Copy it, yeah, and register app. And one thing, guys, I want to tell you that you will not first of all, after you have created your project in Android Studio, you would have to come here in the preferences, I think, and you would have to go to the plugins and download Firebase. Yeah, because mine is already installed, so you have to install Firebase first and then go to the Firebase and name the project and enter the signing report number and so on. So that's fairly easy, that is why I didn't go towards. So after you have entered your signature signing report, sorry, you would download this JSON file, and you would copy this file into the app folder of the project. Okay. Yeah, since I have already one, so that is why it's giving the number. Let's just get rid of both first, so we don't have a confusion. Let me download it again. Okay, here we have this file. Okay, okay, yes, I'm going to copy it, go to my Android Studio project. This was my project. I'll go to app folder and paste it here. Okay, we're done. After this is done, I'll hover here and change it to app, otherwise my app won't run. Minimize this, go back to Google, yeah, next. And first of all, we will add this in our Gradle. This is very important, otherwise Firebase will not work. I will choose to sync my project once all the dependencies are in there, but you can sync one by one if you want. So we'll come to the module Gradle, add the plugin here, and I have just copy pasted some dependencies that we will need. So let me just take it from here, the notes for the video that I have written here. Yeah, I will explain what each dependencies does. So yeah, this is for authorization, is for the login, database is for storing your messages, and storage is for storing your images, and UI, Firebase UI is a special tool that helps you integrate Google and email, or you want to log in with your number. But there are other ways to do it also, but I'm just using this one because I prefer this one. And the source code is going to be provided in GitHub anyways, so you can take a look there. And yeah, so here we are, and one more thing we have got to do is we have to enable Android X. My laptop, like my MacBook, it and my Android Studio, it always asks me to, so I'm just going to do it before I sync my project because it asks me anyway. Let me just find this. I think, yeah, we have to, yeah, this is here, and the Jettifier. Otherwise the app won't sync, but you can try first because sometime your Android Studio is using Android app compat, or sometime Android Studio is using Android X. So we just have to make sure. We'll come here in our manifest file, and since we are going to take photos and also like access the gallery, and this app will be connected to internet, so obviously we have to uh, write some ask for some permissions in our manifest file. So yeah, we need the camera, we need the internet, we need to read the storage, we need to write the storage, and the last thing I will do is I would just go and add some photos that I need, like 2-3 photos. So I will just open my drawable because I need the photo for the send, the app icon, and the gallery, the resources that I'm using. So this can be our app icon, and this can be, where is the gallery file? Yeah, this can be our the image that we want to use for the gallery icon. Yeah, the icon, I'm going to replace it here, drawable chat, and I'm going to sync my whole project. So that was kind of a lot of work preparing the app. And if meanwhile we can go back here to our Firebase after everything is added, and you can skip this step if you want to, and now your project is ready here. And what I will do is, while I'm here, is like I'm going to go to authentications, and yeah, we have to enable the sign-in methods that we want to use, and what we are going to do is we want the user to be logged in by email, save, and we want the user to be able to log in by Google, and we'll save. So here we are, now we have our sign-in method enabled, and first of all we will come towards the database. You can work on your Android project and then you can come here, but I'm just doing it right away and create a database. Start in test mode, and yeah, so this is our database, and right now it's null because there is nothing inside our database. So we have to write rules, because without rules, so we cannot build our app. So if I write true here, that means anyone can access our database, but that's like really dangerous situation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write if authorization is not null, then only allow the user to read or write on our database. So that means if user is logged in, that means authentication is not null, but when user is not logged in, that means authentication is not null. So this will only allow the user to enter something in our database when the user is authorized. So these are the rules of, let me just, something wrong with the syntax. Yeah, okay, let's just add a comma here and publish. So, okay, these are the rules for our database. So we are pretty much done here, nothing much to do here, and our project is synced already here. We will come here and we will work on our layout. Sorry for this, because the project has migrated to Android X, so that is why it needed Android X library for importing. So what we are basically going to do is that we will use a adapter and a recycler view to display our messages. So first of all we are going to upload the messages in our database, and then we are going to fetch the data from our Firebase cloud or server, you can say. For that I'm going to, like, this is what my main activity looks like, and I already have the layout from my old project, but as I copy paste it, then you can see it. This is our main activity layout, and yeah, I will try to explain that what is happening in the layout so you don't get confused. Okay, and yeah, I think we need the, yeah, so this is like, yeah, this is our recycler view. Here messages will appear. This is our gallery or camera button. This is our edit text for typing the text message, and this is send button. So let's just create another file, because for we want to design the layout of the messages, how that item is going to display on the main activity. So we'll just name this, like, we'll take a relative layout for this and we will name it layout for messages. This app is relatively small, but obviously the concepts are a bit like an intermediate level. So but once you learn Firebase, it's going to be really easier for you to work on these cool apps, because I felt really good when I worked. So yeah, this is the layout of the messages, that it should display message and the username below the message. And the reason here is we have the image view, because if there is no image, then we don't want this view to appear on the screen. So that is why the visibility is gone, but we can control the visibility in our adapter. So our layouts are ready, and now it's time to get right into the Java code. Okay, so first of all we will take Firebase authorization and name it, and Firebase auth state listener it. Because it listens that whether the user is logged in or not. we will take the instance of Firebase auth, and what we will do is we will outstate listener yes, and here what we will do is Firebase user auth get current user. If user is not null, the toast message should be you already logged in. Else we would create a Firebase UI that helps us to enable these login, and the login options that we have chosen are by email and also by Google. So we are going to write a code for that, and you please subscribe to my channel because yeah, if you will subscribe then I will know that more people are interested. And yeah, so what we will do is we will start activity for result auth UI get instance dot create sign-in intent builder set is smart locked false, because if we write this true then it will automatically store the credential of the user. We don't want that. Set available providers arrays as list new auth UI id email builder dot build new auth UI idp config dot Google builder dot build and here we will create a constant. Oh, so let's just go up and create a constant for signing in. Yes, and what we will do is like I'll just bring it down so you know it gets easier to becomes more readable and robust, because sometimes when the code is like written like this it's easier to get intimidated. It's private access. Okay, let's just see where is the issue. Okay, yeah, I have to builder.build. Think I have done some mistake. See where is the problem. Auth UIRDB build dot. Okay, yes. Let me just remove this, I think. Dot email builder dot build not UI dot Google builder dot build. Okay, yes, here is the problem that I wasn't typing the build. Yeah, now it's okay. So what we have done is we have implemented sign-in methods by using Firebase UI, and yeah, so what we will do is we will write an extra code on pause. If the activity is paused, we want the listener to be removed, and when activity is resumed, we want the auth state listener, which checks that whether the user is signed in or signed out. We want the listener to be reattached again. Add a auth state listener. So what I will do is I will maybe try to run an app, and meanwhile it's running, I would create the sign out functionality also. So let's just name this, and menu, we can name this menu main. So here we will see a folder. Okay, where did it go, the folder? I created the folder somewhere else. Press main, menu main. Okay, let's just try it again. Menu, yeah, here it is. And I'm going to create an file, main menu, and here what we are going to do is we are going to create an item in the action bar. The title is going to be Logout, and the ID is going to be obviously Logout, and show as action never. I'm gonna close the tag, and here you can see that, yeah, that we can see our the item. And if I'm going to write it always, then it will be displayed always, but we want that to pop up whenever we click our item. So that is why I'm going to use never. So here we are done, and maybe our app is ready. Yeah, let's just rerun the app. So yeah, there are some bugs also that I will try to teach you how to fix. Okay, this is the app. Let me just load it. And the user is not logged in, so it goes towards the sign in activity. But when I press back button, the app should exit, but it takes me back to the main activity, and then it takes me back to the sign in activity. So we will fix this. We will write on activity result, and if so, this will help us to exit the app. So that is why I'm writing this. If request code is rc sign in, then result code is result OK, means user is already signed in. And if else if result code is result cancel, then we want the activity to finish. And another method that I'm going to add is back pressed. So when it's being back pressed, we want the app to exit. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the app, and meanwhile it's being loading, I will also work on our logout, Oncreate, options menu, the sign out method. First of all, we have to display our item in the action bar. So what we will do is we will get menu inflator, inflate our menu, and the name of our menu resource file and menu, and yeah, the last on app options. Let's just on options item selected, I think, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, we will load this, and yeah, if item dot get item id is equal to logout, or you can use switch case scenario, but here that I only have one item, so I will just stick with this. Okay, logout was spelled wrong. Okay, logout. Yeah, here it should be fine. We want the user to sign out. Okay, that's great. So okay, if I click here, so app will exit now. You see that? So no more problem, and now we will just see if our user can log in and log out. And I will also open my Firebase here so you can see the magic that whenever right now no user is logged in. So now when we log in the user, we will see the user's credential here. So it's going to be really interesting. Yes, our app is being launched. User is not logged in, that is why we are being directed to our sign in screen. Yeah, you see, we didn't have to make any of those buttons, or we didn't have to write the code for this edit text or next. So let's just sign in. So we don't have an account on this, so it will automatically give us an option to sign up. And this is the magic of the Firebase, that we didn't have to write code for any of this. Let's just wait. So guys, you can see we didn't have an account by this email, so we were prompted to sign up, and I'll just give the username and password is 123456, and we'll just save it. And here you should, on my left, you should see the user being logged in. Okay, yeah, signed in, already logged in. And if I refresh here in Firebase, then we will see here that these are the credentials that we have gotten. And yeah, so this is our app and we are logged in already. And let's try to exit it and see if we are prompted to the Firebase UI for logging in or not. So this is the exit, and we are launching the app again. And now you see that we were not taken to the login screen because we are already logged in. And we will click here, see if this works, log out. And yeah, here we are logged out. And yeah, here the app will exit. Great. So let's move ahead and try to store messages, and then we will go from there. Get the views first. We have one edit text where we are going to type a message. Edit text. We have a button that we will use to send a message. Button is what do you call it? Yeah, we can name it send. And we have an image view that is going to serve as our gallery. Okay, image view, we can write gallery. And yeah, let's just come right down here and start to initialize this, or let me just do it above. Yeah, edit text, the views casting, edit text, find view by ID. I think if this is the correct ID, I will go back and check later. Make sure that I'm mapping the right views with right ID. Find view by ID, gallery. I think let me just go back and check in my main activity layout where we are. Okay, that's gallery, that's edit text, and that's set. Okay, correct. And now one interesting thing that I want you to note is that here we have disabled the send button because we want to control it. If there is no text, then the button should be deactivated. It should not work. So we'll get right into it, and what we're going to do is edit text, set like add text change listener, new text watcher. And what we are doing here is if char sequence is like string is like one or two words, but char sequence is like a sequence of strings, if I'm not wrong. Trim length is this, then we want our edit text, our send button, sorry, set enable to be true. If it's not, then we want our send button, if there is no text, to stay disabled. Yeah, here I will come later. So again we will set filters, input filters. Yeah, we are going to add a limit, text limit, so that we can restrict um, yeah, let me just see, text fill limit text. You can do it with remote config that you can learn later in Firebase, but if you want to do it like manually from here, then you can also do this. So the text will be limited to 1000 characters. And yeah, here we are, and we'll go to our send button, set on click listener, new on click listener. Here we are getting the message from edit text, get text to string, and we are storing our message from the edit text in our variable named as message. And what we will do here is, if text utils is empty, means if there is no message, then we want the edit text to set an error that type something. Otherwise, yeah, else if there is a text in edit text field, then we want the message to be sent. So I'm going to create a helper method of load message and pass our message variable where we have stored the edit text. And also, after the send button is pressed, we want the edit text field to have no text at all. We want the edit text to be cleared after we have pressed the send button. Yeah. So first of all, Firebase database has a path. You will create a path first, and then you will add your data on that path. So for that we would, and to access that path or to create that path first, we have to take this database reference. We will name this as database reference. And yeah, here we have the reference and Firebase database, database. Okay, and here we will initialize the instance of Firebase database get instance, and here what we will do is database reference, and yeah, database get reference messages. This is the path that we have created for our messages to be stored on. So what we will do here is, we will we want the messages to be sorted as the time. So whenever there is a, whatever the message was sent, we want that time to display it, that on what time that message was sent. So first of all, we will take a variable timestamp and store the time in that variable. And now here what we will do is database reference, and what we are going to do is here that to store our data in this. Whenever you have to find a message, you will just access the timestamp and you will know that on what time what message was sent. So what we are going to do here is check if the user is signed in, auth get current user. If the user is not null, then only upload our data hash map string object hash map put. So the username, we are storing the username in this string username, because after I run this app you will be able to understand that what is happening here. So if you don't understand here, just bear with me. Hash map put and message the edit text. This is what we are uploading. Hash map put email and user get email and hash map timestamp. Yeah, that's it. And what we will do is if the user is not null, we will take our database reference and we will make a child of timestamp and set value hash map. And I think we are done here, and I will run the app and we will see if we get all these credentials sorted on our path in the database. So let's just wait for it to begin, and we can meanwhile we can just come in here. So if the process is successful, then it should display the message here. Yeah, but obviously we will not see the message on our app because we are not loading the data for now. We are just uploading the data. So yeah, here the user is already okay. I think it was logged out, so I would just sign in again. Yeah, I recommend you to use your phone because this is really slow. So I would just pause the screen for now, and I'm going to type a text, and now you see that send button is working, and I'm going to click send. Okay, yeah, so it's giving me an error. I will fix that, but meanwhile I was typing this here. You see here it has created a path and the child. So I'm going to show you side by side that what is happening here. I'll just minimize this. So this is the path that I have created. You can see it here, messages, and so if we come here in the upload helper method, if I didn't attach the child to it, then it would have just shown us the message right here, but I wanted to sort the messages by the timestamp. So timestamp is the child and the values are here. The username is here, the time is here, the message is here, the email is here too. So this is what it means to upload a data in the Firebase database. So now I'll just see why it's not clearing up, and more messages you write, it keeps on adding here. Yeah, it's added the message here. So I'll just close this for now. I'll see why it's giving me an error. Okay, okay, let's just go to my edit text. Yeah, okay, yeah, sorry, it has to have set text. So now we will see that this error will go away, because by mistake I had to type the set text empty. Yes, the app is going to load again. So yeah, here if I'm not typing something, the button is disabled, but if I'm writing a message, it's gone from here and it's added here. Yeah, hello S, got it. Let's try one more time. Okay, it's added here. Yeah, we can see this. So let's just keep on working on this app. Now we are getting started, and what else we should do is let's work on the gallery, because we want the photos to be accessible also. And what we will do for that is we will go here, gallery, set on click listener image pic. I'm going to apply a bit sophisticated approach to it, but if you want you can just choose the simple gallery intent and work with that, but I'm going to apply the camera and also the gallery. So let's see. Yeah, here we will create an array of strings. We are going to create alert dialog, and so gallery, and I'm going to give a constant gallery code 100, static 500, camera code 200, and so what we do is here is we will create a builder, builder. It sounds like Dilbar. Let dialog builder this, because we want it to be created at this activity, and builder set title, choose option, and builder that dot set items will pass options, new dialog, and click listener. Okay, if int I is representing the position, so if the position is 1 0, then we want the camera to open, because here in our array camera is coming first, so we will create a helper method here, and if the position is 1, then we want the gallery to open. So we have two helper methods here, and what we will do here is we will create these helper methods and work on them. So first of all, like the camera, create. Hey, it's a very simple code for gallery. New intent dot action pick, and intent dot set type image slash star. Okay, this is for all kind of images that are in your gallery, like be it PNG or JPEG. And start activity for result. And what we will do is pass the intent and pass the gallery code, and this should start the gallery. Going down into the camera, this one is a little bit tricky because we want while we are taking the photo, we want the mobile to temporarily hold on to the image before sending it, because once we have taken it, it will stay in front of us, and if we want to take it again. But in gallery, you will just choose the photo and send it. But once you are taking a photo with the camera, you hold on to it, so you want the phone to hold on to it. That is why you have to create a little bit of more code for it. If you have studied SQLite or something, then you come across this. So what we will do is we will media store, we will use this library title temporary pick, values.put media store, yeah, title temporary, and we will take an URI is null, and we're gonna come hover down to our main image URI, get content resolver dot insert media store images media external content URI values. Great. So this is needed for holding on to the image, and now we will use the camera intent. These intent codes are even available on the Google. So if you are new to this, you can just go to Google and like find how to find these intent codes to play around, code extra media store extra output image URI and start activity for result intent camera. So what this does is like this is going to open the camera or gallery or whatever that you are clicking on. But the main important thing is that you need your app to have permission. So we had already written permissions in manifest, and whenever the app loads, we want it to prompt the permission dialog. And this I have copy pasted from GitHub, but you can also memorize it or go to the GitHub and like find it. Yeah, if we go to, and the dependency of it, yeah, Yeah, great. So we have already written the dependency of this Dexter in our Gradle. If I will just go there to show you, this is the Gradle dependency. This is for the images. We'll come back to it later. So let's just go back to our code. Yeah, here. So whenever the app launches, we want the user to be asked whether to give the permission for the storage or not. Okay, and now what we have to do is, if you want to test your app, you can, but I would just go right ahead and create a reference for the storage, because storage is where you will store your files and database is where you will store your text. So I'll come here and yeah, start to work on this in activity results. So first we will store the URI in the database and we will access it back. So let's just go and work on it. If request code is equal to gallery image code and result code is equal to result okay, then because the image is being stored in the URI, so data we are getting the parameter from here in our method. Now here we will create a file path for our storage. Earlier we had created a file path for our database, and I will open this in another tab so we can go back to the database also. And now we will create a path for the storage. So I will create a database, the storage database first, and this is coming by default, but there is a lot that you can learn how to play with the rules, but let's just go with the default rules, and it will ask you for the location and just choose any. So meanwhile it's waiting, we want our images to be stored in photos and timestamp. So here I will take a timestamp also, string to value of system. The reason we use string to string dot value of, because the current time is going to be in the long format, so we have to format it as a string. So here we have created a file path, just as we have created a reference for our messages, and now we are doing it for our storage. And here what we will do is storage reference Firebase storage get instance get reference, and we will pass this. So after this is created, then you will understand what is happening here. Or if you don't understand this, that why did I do that, you can even hard code it here, but this is more robust and you will understand what kind of path. Like photos is going to be a folder, then once you open the photo, your photos will be saved by this name and the time the photo was sent on. So here we will come reference put file URI add on success new on success dot on failure listener. So what is gonna happen here is we will task, pass in URI task. So this task snapshot stores the image, so we have to access it. Get metadata, get download URL. And think we have to add the get reference and then get download URL. And now on task we have to apply an on success. Add on success if the task is successful. Add on failure. Yeah, now we are done. So here what we will do is photo ID URI to string, storing the link of the photo. And yeah, see, Firebase user auth dot get current user. If user is not null, we want these values to be uploaded in our database. Same approach with the text, just the reference and location is different because it's storage. So hash map put, again we want the username, so I will user get get display name. We want to know who was the user that uploaded the, yeah, so we can even get the user email. And we want our database to have the, make sure to have the same credential here. I will explain why. Username, email, okay. Yeah, the spellings here should be same, because once we create a model and adapter to fetch the data, if the spellings of your variable in the model are not same as the spellings that you are using to upload your data in the Firebase, then it will not access it. So yeah, make sure, okay, we want the photo ID because we want the database here. Right now it is only showing us, we want the link to appear here, so when we access this database, then it fetches the URL and displays the photo to us. So photo ID is going to be photo ID what we have created here, and we want the time to be shown in database that when the photo was uploaded. I think that's all. And what I will do is here, because this, yeah, what I will do here is I'm going to save this, the database reference set child timestamp photos timestamp and set value hash map. So what I have done is, like, this can be a little bit confusing, is that this is the database and this is a storage. In storage I have already created a path where it will store the photos, like no matter how much MB they are, okay. But what I'm doing here is, by using the reference of my database, that I will be able to display the URL here. So I will see also here that what is the link of that photo. So that is why I'm using the same same database reference. And I think, yeah, we're pretty much done here, but let's just work on the camera also. So the camera process is going to be the similar, so I'll just copy paste, but I'll have to make some changes. And yeah, we'll just copy paste this. Okay, so here I'm going to change if I think I have to close the tag here. Camera code. Here the URI should be null because it's just taking a photo from the camera. And yeah, I think we are done here, and what we will do is on failure, if you want to add some toast messages that okay, the photo wasn't successful, so in the future if there is a problem you will know where is the problem. So but I'm not putting it just to save the time, and let's just run the app and test if our photo gets uploaded. Right now we don't see any messages here because we have not attached the adapter to our recycler view. And yeah, okay, so our app is ready, and what we have done is like if I click here, so it's asking for the permission while we because we have used Dexter. Okay, here it should show me the yeah, one thing I forgot to do is I did not yeah, here the builder create.show. So now the builder, because the alert dialog was not coming up here, so I would have to, I had to I forgot to add the code, yeah, at the closing end of that method. So what we will do here is okay, the app is already up, yeah, here you see, and I'm going to take you back to our code, and you see here that this is first, so it's showing first, this is second, it's showing second, choose option is here, and let's try camera. Because it's an emulator, so the result obviously it will, yeah, so let's see, I'm just going to click taking a photo, yeah, and we'll just save this photo. I think the app just crashed, maybe. We'll see the error. What is the error? But let's just come here and see if the reference was created or not. Yeah, I think there is a problem in that method, so let's just go and fix it. Let's just see what is the problem. Result is okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Because image URI in our camera is here is equals to this. So I have to, yeah, let's hope it won't crash again. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, great. So then the app is not crashing, and I'll just refresh my Firebase storage and finger crossed. Okay, yeah, see, so it has created the photos folder, it has named the photo with the timestamp, and it will also show us the photo. See, and what is happening here is that, let me just take you back to reiterate what I just said by showing you. So I had created photos slash, that's a folder, that's photos underscore timestamp, understood. And if I go in the, and if I scroll down here, so if I didn't add the child, then it will show photos anywhere. But now here I can see that photos, whenever the user is uploading a photo, it will have a specific child. Okay, so this is the link of the photo that we will use in the future to display our photo in the chat. But this is the link, and yeah, here it is showing us that a photo was sent on this time. And if I'll send a text, then it creates another child here. And if I send a photo, so then it's easier for you or whoever is reading the database to sort out the information. I'll take another photo and it will create a new child. Now we will see here, see the new photo is added here. Okay, and I'll just minimize it and I'll send a text so we can know that, yeah, this is the new text. That, so now it's easier for us to, the messages are sorted by the timestamp and the photos are sorted by the photos underscore timestamp. Perfect. Now our all the operations of the apps are working perfectly. Now the last job is to, how do we display this photos and chats here. So we will go back, and now it's really simple. On from here we will create a model or a custom class, but make sure that the variables that we were using in hash map, we use the same spelling, otherwise nothing will be displayed. So we want the username to appear, username spelling is this. We want the message to appear, and we want photo ID, because, and there will be an empty constructor for Firebase, it is required. And now a constructor, okay, getter and setter methods. And yeah, let's just go and create an adapter. Okay, this is really interesting. Message adapter. Okay, extend recycler view class my holder, extend recycler view dot view holder. Okay. Okay, great. So what we will do is, here is create constructors, and also, and context, we are taking a list where we are passing our model. Yeah, let's just name it model list, and implement the methods. So what is happening here is Yeah, let's just import this also, and we will create another constructor. Okay, great. So first of all, in onCreate view holder, we are taking a view layout inflator because we have a layout that we want our messages and our chat app to have. So we will link that here. Layout for messages parent false, return new my holder, pass this view, gone. Here it's the list, the data is being stored in the list, and the views here. Text view our message, and text view the username, and image view if there is an image. We will cast this view real quick. Item view, find view by ID, and it's going to be what was the ID? Okay, I think let's just change the ID because let's just see when. I think I have mixed up a little bit. No, it's fine here. Yeah, let's just go with it. Okay, message, and the username, item view, find view by ID, username, and image view, item view, find view by ID, message image. The last is string, the text, string, the username, string, the link photo. Holder, model list, get position. Okay, get message, model list, get position, the username, model list, get position, photo ID. Oh, sorry, photo ID. Okay. Great. Now let's set these values. Holder, message, set text, the text, holder, username, set text, use the username. Now we are using a glide library. This loads the images faster. Load the link photo into holder.imageview. Okay, great. Yeah, we are pretty much done here, and we'll go back to our main activity, and here we will recycler view. We'll just get it, recycler view, and list message model, models, and adapter, adapter. Great. So what we are doing here is we're going to find the recycler view here, cast it. I'm just going to do it here, so you know, like, it just gets easier and cleaner. So yeah, here the list is going to be models and new array list, adapter, oh, new message adapter, this models, and here what we are going to do is linear layout manager, new linear layout manager, this layout manager set stack command true because we want the first latest message to be displayed. So yeah, and recycler views at layout manager is layout manager, and recycler views at adapter is I'm adapter. And here I will create a helper method load data. So what we are going to do here is, okay, great. Yeah, recording is going great. So what we are going to do here is we are going to access the reference and apply that, yeah, and load our data. So first of all, what we are going to do is the reference of our database is messages. That's the path where we have stored all of our information. So just to access that, we are going to take a database reference, oh, ref get instance. I think we don't need instance because I have already, let me just see what was the name of this. M database, okay, M database. Okay, where is it? M database get reference. This was our path, what we are trying to access. Make sure the spelling is right. Ref and add value event listener, because we want to listen on the values. We want to find what values are there. So first of all, we will clear our list for data snapshot ds snapshot.get children. Whatever the children's, these are the children it has to display. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to get our custom class, custom models, new message model, sorry, ds.get value. So all the values that are in this class should be displayed, and the list that we have taken is we will pass all those values in this list, and here we will attach our adapter and pass, okay, here we will, yeah, main activity this. Okay, I think that's it for this, and it should be up and running. Okay, let's try that. If it shows us. Meanwhile, in the start of this tutorial, I told you that I have set the visibility of image view null. Oh, gone, because we wanted it to, yeah. So all these messages that I had sent earlier are being shown here. Let me just delete these all and like run the app all together, and then we can, yeah. And this is not as smooth, but let's just delete the whole database. I mean, let's just delete the whole path. Okay, what I'll do is, okay, yeah, because there is nothing in the database, so it has nothing to load from. Okay, see, the child is created and the username is coming and the message is coming here. So what I will do is, like, I will try to have the two devices, so we can, like, get a nice demonstration. I think I need to add a new device here also. So bear with me, guys. Oh, I think this will take a lot of time. So what I can do is, like, or what you can do is, if you install this app on two devices, then you will be seeing, okay, I'll just install this app on my phone, but I won't be able to show it. But here you will be able to see that two people are chatting with each other, or multiple users. Okay. Yeah, just hang on a second, guys. I will pause the video meanwhile. So let's see. I'll send a text from my other device. Yeah, you see here that it's showing from the account to. Can you see this? I will send a text from here. Yeah, here. So this is really cool. Yeah, so it's adding the child's here, and I'll try to send a photo from the gallery from my other phone, and let's see if it's visible. Yeah, okay, should be displayed here. Yeah, since the visibility of, I think, the photo is added here, but the reason it's not visible because I have set the visibility gone. So let's work on it. Fairly simple. If link photo is not null, then I want the image view, sorry, holder dot image view visible. What I will do is, I'll just run on multiple devices, because I didn't have to set the visibility gone in the in the XML layout, but it will not occupy the space, and it looks more beautiful if you are controlling, if you have more control over your app. So on both of the devices the app is being loaded now, and yeah, we will hopefully see the image. Yeah, on my second phone I can already see the image that I have uploaded. Yeah, see, it's working well. And you can do a lot with this app, but this is just a beginner. So that's it guys. I think we have learned a lot today, and thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions you can always DM me on my Instagram, or you can subscribe to this channel. And also the repository of the GitHub is already updated every time. So guys, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye now.